Championships, Division 6 basketball championships. I'm Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson. We just completed the Division 6 girls championship where Victory Christian defeated Valley Christian by a score of 47-42. Up now, it's the Division 6 boys final between the number 3 seed Stockton Christian Eagles and the number 1 seed Faith Christian Lions out of Yuba City. Stockton Christian comes in with an 11-3 league record, 17-9 overall, and is hoping to bring home the school's first championship. After 6 straight losing seasons, the Eagles are sporting their best record since the 2004-2005 season. Led by league scoring leader Jacob Araya, the Eagles also get help from senior guard Cristiano De La Fuente and the league's top rebounder and freshman Cameron Piters. The top-seeded Faith Christian Lions are also seeking their first ever title in the school's 37-year history. This is only their second ever section title game. The first came way back in the 97-98 season. The Lions are led by senior guard Micah Atkins, the team's only returning starter from last season. He comes in averaging 17 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and 3 steals per game. On the wing, he gets help from junior Justin Glenn, who is averaging 16 points and 5 rebounds per contest. So I want to go ahead and bring in my partner, Jason Patterson. Jason, one of these teams is looking to make history tonight, so what is the winner going to have to do to make that happen?
Well, obviously the answer is execute on the offensive side of the ball, not give up any unneeded turnovers, and on the defensive ball they want to make sure they get back, get in their positions, fill the lanes correctly, just play good offense and defense on both sides of the ball, and just keep that pace moving. And whichever team that can do that is going to go ahead and take home their first championship here in the Division 6.
Jason, sort of a surprise here that the Stockton Christian's able to get here. They beat 7th seeded defending champion Victory Christian 67-64 in the semifinal. But one of the things that we were noticing that I look back over the brackets, what had happened was New Life Christian, who was the top seed in this division, was upset by Victory Christian early on, and so somewhat of a surprise for an up-and-coming school like Stockton Christian to be here.
Yeah, most definitely. They obviously had a hard-fought battle throughout this playoff bracket. Nonetheless, they made it all the way out here to Galt High School to take on these Faith Christian Lions. And let's see if Stockton Christian Eagles can't keep their streak going and take out another higher seed here in this playoff bracket.
Yeah, taking a look at Faith Christian, this is they beat the 4th seeded Turlock Christian 65-60 in the semis. They're playing for their first ever section title in the school's 37-year history. So a long history without a section title, as we were saying earlier in the pregame, that they've only played in a section title game once, and this year won only their second league title in 20 seasons. Their first came back in the 92-93 season, and that was a couple of Twin Towers they had on their team, and forgive me, the names escape me, but I remember that squad well, going back to 92-93. This team is playing for the mantra, we play for yellow, which is signifying the color of the banner for a section championship. So obviously both squads got their works cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Both teams are going to come out here action-packed and see which team can't jump right off and see if they can't get a little bit of a lead, as we've already had a very fast action-paced game here in the first game in the girls' Division 6. So let's see if that doesn't carry over here into the boys' championship as well. I'm kind of interested to see which one of these two teams is going to take home their first championship.
So that's going to do it for the pregame, folks. We're going to go ahead and step away and come back with starting lineups and tip-off action right here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
.316 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right, gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go.
Welcome back, folks, here to the Division 6 Sac-Joaquin Section Boys Championship Final between the number 3 seeded Stockton Christian Eagles and the top seeded Faith Christian Lions. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. As the teams are going to go ahead getting announced here just before tip-off, let me give you the starting lineups here for the Stockton Christian Eagles. Starting at guard, starting at guard at 5'10", sophomore, number 10, Jacob Araya. At the other guard is a 5'8" freshman, number 12, Jonathan Ayala. At the forward is a 5'10" sophomore, number 13, Alex Murphy. At center is a 6'3" freshman, number 15, Cameron Piters. And at forward is number 25, Cristiano De La Fuente, 6'1" senior. For the Faith Christian Lions, starting at guard, number 3, Jordan Sullivan, a senior. Starting at the post, number 10, Drew LeBlanc, a senior. Starting at forward, number 20, Justin Glenn, a junior. Starting at guard, one of the guards, number 22, Micah Atkins, a senior. And starting at the other forward, number 23, Deep Body, a senior. So as both teams look the floor, Stockton Christian coming up with the red uniforms, playing in their black pants. Black warm-up pants, it looks like, as Faith Christian in the home white uniforms. Should be an exciting matchup here, Jason.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So just underway as the two Piters and Drew LeBlanc took the center to tip it off, and Faith Christian controls the opening tip. Stockton Christian sitting back in a zone, and Faith Christian just taking it to him off the back of the iron was Jordan Sullivan, and Faith Christian with the rebound will come down. And De La Fuente quickly up with the 3 on the back iron. There's Piters going up strong, using that size, able to get the first bucket up there for the Eagles. And despite what it looks like at home, folks, there is a nice sized crowd here. They just happen to be sitting away on the opposite side of the camera, behind, facing our back here at Galt High School in Galt, California. Stockton Christian sitting back in a 2-3 zone as Faith just works the ball around inside and trying to go in for the left-hand layup was Micah Atkins. Unable to get anything to fall. Here is Jacob Araya. Araya is a team leader in assists. He also leads the Mountain Valley League in scoring at 23.1 points per game, as well as threes made at 3.5 per game. The Lions get up on the board now. That was number 10. That was number 20, Justin Glenn, the second leading scorer here for the Faith Christian Lions. Get full court pressure here, and a 10-second clock expiring. As Araya unable to get the ball across the timeline. And one of the differences here that happens in boys versus girls basketball, Jason, is that 10-second violation. They have 35 seconds they have a longer shot clock, but only 10 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. Two game, 6:18 to go here early in the first quarter. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson, the analyst. Brian Hassler producing, and Tim King on the video as the Eagles work the ball around the perimeter. Down on the wing now. That's Alex Murphy. As De La Fuente puts up the long 4-2 lead here for the Eagles. De La Fuente, the only senior on a team featuring more. They only got 2 upperclassmen on the Stockton Eagles squad here. But Faith Christian takes the early timeout. We'll do the same here. 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Eagles lead in the Lions 4-2 on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Again, Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson from Galt High School in Galt, California. The Division 6 Sac-Joaquin section boys final. We got a lot of basketball action. This is just the tip-off right here, Jason. We got a lot of exciting basketball action coming this weekend from Power Balance. I'm sorry, I was going to say Power Balance, but Sleep Train Arena, this now is what it's called. They'll be starting off with the Division 4 championship final between Brookside Christian and Capital Christian tomorrow afternoon beginning at 4 p.m. So Faith Christian tying it up here at 4 points apiece. Rebound to Body. And Glenn now working into the lane. Gonna get a whistle here. I'm sorry, Jordan Sullivan. That was not Glenn, that was Jordan Sullivan. Alex Murphy gonna get whistle for the personal. The first foul there. No, that's gonna be 2 fouls now. 2 team fouls here for Stockton Christian. Will put Jordan Sullivan on the line shooting 2. Misses his first.
Yeah, this game is set to be an interesting game as both teams are playing solid ball on both sides of the ball so far.
Yeah, you get the sense that both teams are somewhat filling each other out. Seem to be not as the hectic pace that we saw in the previous game. Now a 2-on-2 break. There is Atkins going all the way, able to lay it in, take a 7-4 lead for the Lions.
Yeah, he had a nice head of steam on him, did Atkins, and he took that right into there for a nice layup. Give his team a 3-point lead, as there's a nice steal by Faith Christian.
Yeah, as Glenn going, and Glenn gonna go to the line, I believe. Should go to the line. It looked like he was in the active shooting. Foul's gonna go against the sophomore, Jacob Araya. Cristiano De La Fuente, also 5th in the league for the big scorer here for the Eagles, scoring at 17.6 points per game. But taking a look at Justin Glenn comes in averaging 16 points and 5 rebounds per game. He's got the sharp outside stroke. It was a late season call-up last year, so he counts on some of that playoff experience as De La Fuente and Araya going back and forth. Now Araya's getting into the offense. Looking to try to force something to happen. Turns the ball over. Here comes Faith on the break. Ball tipped from behind. Stolen by Murphy. Good turnover here for the Eagles. Here's Araya. Araya on the wing. Unable to get anything to go there. As Glenn, I believe, comes down with the rebound. Here's Sullivan running the point. Facing a zone defense here. And Piter's going up, blocking Sullivan, but Body coming down with a loose ball, able to drop it to give Faith Christian a 10-4 lead with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I've noticed despite Piter's, there's not a whole lot of people out there making rebounds for this Stockton Christian team.
Yeah, Stockton Christian going real short. I mean, Araya listed at 5'10", but I'm not sure whether or not, it's probably a little increase. That's generous.
Yeah.
De La Fuente and Piter is probably the only players with size on the Stockton Christian Eagles, as the lay-in attempt by Atkins going to put him on the line. Alex Murphy, again, not happy with that foul call. Murphy picking up his second foul of the afternoon, or the evening, I should say. Atkins very short on that free throw attempt. Drew iron, but it looked to me that Atkins probably need to get a little bit more leg in there. 3:34 on the first quarter. There's Piter coming down with the rebound. Piter's all 6'3" of him. Really using his length to get in, drive in the lane. He's going to get fouled by Body. So that'll put Piter's on the line shooting 2. But after taking a 4-2 lead here, Jason, Stockton Christian's going to have to get something going here at the midway point of the first quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to find a way to help Piders out there on the rebounding, as he seems to be the only guy getting rebounds for this Stockton Christian Eagles. And he's going to miss his first free throw from the line there, so that's unfortunate. As the big man, and he's going to get underneath the hoop. He's probably going to draw a few fouls. He's got to hit these free throws.
Does rim in and out there for Cameron Piders.
Nice rebound by De Fuente.
Yeah, De La Fuente unable to get it to go, but Piders coming in.
That was a nice rebound there by De La Fuente as he was able to get up there and keep the possession for the Eagles.
Yeah, Piders only a 56% free throw shooter on the season. Gonna get a push against Atkins here, so it's gonna be foul call going against Micah Atkins. That gives him his first. And Jacob Araya will be inbounding on the sideline here. 3:18 to go in the first quarter. And the ball game now for the Eagles is number 23. As the Eagles turn the ball over, number 23, Ronald Perez. There's Micah Atkins airing for that pass up at the top from 15 feet out.
That's Drew LeBlanc with a nice, like 15-footer there on that one. Able to get 2 points for the Faith Christian Lions.
Araya looking a little out of control. There, turns the ball over, gives it right back here to Faith Christian, and Faith Christian has a nice little run going right now. They just give the lane to Atkins, and Piter's doing a poor job of closing the lane.
Yeah, Micah Atkins will take that all day, as he's already done that a few times. He drives the lane nicely and puts it up with a very nice layup. If you're going to give Atkins the lane, he's obviously going to take it, and he's already got 4 points on the first quarter.
De La Fuente's three-point attempt draws front iron, and no good. Rebound out to Faith Christian, but Coach Miguel Araya is going to go ahead and take the timeout with 2:43 to go. His squad trailing 14-4 right here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage, brought to you by your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Again, Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. From Galt High School in Galt, California, the Division VI Boys Championship, as Cameron Piders gets 2 here for the Stockton Eagles. It's a Faith Christian Lions taking on the Stockton Christian Eagles. Sullivan trying to force something to happen, blocked by Piders. There's Araya now on the break, takes it strong to the hole, and a nice little run there for the Eagles. There's Glenn dumping it off inside to LeBlanc, but ball goes out of bounds there to, it looks like ball goes out of bounds. Actually, there's going to be a foul. Foul call on Justin Glenn. So that's Glenn's first, as the Eagles now facing a 2-1-2 break, 2-2-1 press, I should say. Araya able to come down with it, drives the lane, a nice left-handed floater, rims in and around, finds the bottom of the net, cuts the lead to 4. High pass to Atkins beyond the three-point arc. There's Body, opposite side, drives a hole, puts a shot up, calls the bank, and it's open. 16-10, Faith Christian.
Yeah, these Eagles look to be a little bit They need to get into the game. Faith Christian has been constantly moving the ball there. Obviously, the aggressor, these Eagles are just kind of giving up free baskets.
Nice move there by Araya to pull away from that. Nice job there by Araya to pull away, but eventually gets called for the whistle. Gets whistle for the foul. Puts Atkins at the line again for the second time this evening. Rims in and out again, unable to get those free throws to fall there. And I apologize, I do not have the free throw shooting numbers there for Micah Atkins.
I know he's missed 4 already today.
Here's Atkins. Finds Sullivan in the lane. Gonna get called, whistled for the walk. Took the stutter step there. 56.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Faith Christian leading 16-10. Into the ball game now for the Eagles. That is number 23, Ronald Perez, as well as number 20, Joseph Ayala.
Wow.
And a nice putback by Piters. Falls. Gets the and one.
Yeah, he had 3 opportunities on that one. He gets the third one in, and he gets an and one. So he's going to take it to the stripe and try to make it a 3-point play.
Drew LeBlanc listed at 6'4", but seems to me that Piters has the reach over LeBlanc and able to get those long arms up and around LeBlanc, come down with that rebound. So 16-13 off the free throw by Piters. And a whistle here, substitution for Faith Christian, brings in number 21, Kyle Popinga. 2-3 zone here for the Eagles. Glenn in the lane, in the key. No good, come rebound by Piters. And here come the Eagles. Ayala finds front of the iron, gets his own rebound, and this kid has got some, who can really handle the ball. Finds De La Fuente on the wing for 3. And Piters, nice job there on the rebound and the putback by Piters. Two-three zone here by the Eagles. As the clock expires, but good job of finishing the quarter here by Stockton. They cut a 6-point lead down to 1 as they trail here after 1, 16-15 on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the playonsports.com postgame show where we will select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson from Galt High School in Galt, California, right here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. It's the Division 6 Boys Championship between the Sac-Joaquin Boys Final between the Stockton Christian Eagles and the Faith Christian Lions out of Yuba City. Good crowd on hand despite the lack of fans sitting on the opposite stands and the opposite bleachers. As we are underway here in the second quarter, there's Piters around the perimeter to Ayala. There's Araya now. A deep 3 by Araya. Long rebound, and Perez unable to come down with it. Here's Perez down. Atkins, turnover. Here's De La Fuente just beating the pressure here and able to give Stockton Christian the lead at 17-16. Glenn, deep 3, no good. There's Atkins with the rebound and putback though. And Faith is right back on head here in the second quarter. Perez now driving. Dished inside to De La Fuente going to get unable to get the shot off, but it will go to the line. And I believe it's going to be Drew LeBlanc. I believe that's LeBlanc's second foul there of the evening. No, that's only his first. So De La Fuente will be at the line shooting 2. Sinks the first one. Coming into the night, De La Fuente, a 60% free throw shooter, only able to draw his front iron on that one. I thought he was the third leading free throw shooter on the team, but check that, that's untrue. Stockton Christian coming into the night shooting 58% from the line. There's Body a 3. Finds the bottom of the net. 21-18, Faith Christian. After De La Fuente had tied it up there with the free throw. There's Perez driving the lane. And Stockton Christian, the tempo that they play, they got to serve. You would think they can serve some bodies. They only got 9 deep. As Sullivan gets inside the lane. Inside of Piters, and you got to love this passing here that you're seeing from the Stockton Christian Eagles here, Jason.
Yeah, definitely. They're trying to find the open man. They've been getting it into Piters as he's down there in the paint, and so far he's just been putting up lots of points there.
Yep. Piters again going on the line, shooting 2. Piters coming in, again only shooting 56% from the line. As his squad is down 5, 23-18, 6:11 to go here in the second quarter. Checking into the game now is going to be Israel Gizar for the Eagles. He checks in for Joseph Ayala. As Piters at the line shooting the second of 2 free throws. Sinks that one, so cuts the lead to 3. And Coach Rick Doherty of the Faith Christian Lions will call the timeout. And I want to go ahead, 6:11 to go here in the second quarter, bring in my partner Jason Patterson and kind of talk about how this game is playing out, shaping out. Seems to be very balanced here so far.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, a balanced game. So far, the Faith Christian Lions have just done a little bit better. They ended up getting a couple of threes there, one from Body just there a couple of seconds ago. So they are leading only 3 points, 23-20 with 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the first half. So like you said, a very balanced game, but so far these Lions have just been able to pull off just enough to keep this 3-point lead.
Looks to me that, taking a look at this ball game, Stockton Christian really wants to get out there and run, but Faith Christian doing a great job of getting back in transition.
Yeah, they're definitely making it, they're keeping it their tempo, or the Faith Christian Lions.
The zone defense has really played well here for the Stockton Christian Eagles as Faith Christian works it around the perimeter. Found an interior entry pass there to Body. Body able to come down with his own rebound. Skip pass to Glenn. Glenn back out to Sullivan. This is a 2 off the back of the iron. Out to Gizar. And Perez and Araya will reset. Here's Glenn on the breakaway. Sullivan. No, LeBlanc. LeBlanc. I'm sorry, my apologies here, folks. But LeBlanc will be going to the line shooting 2. Yeah, LeBlanc looking to really get something there on that breakaway. So Drew LeBlanc will be at the line to try to extend this lead here for the Lions, but draws a front iron there on that first front end of the free throws.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed so far is this Faith Christian Lion team has been struggling from the line.
LeBlanc able to make good on the second attempt. And Araya will go ahead and reset. You only get 10 seconds to get the ball across the floor, and Araya kind of really taking his time getting the ball across the timeline. Looked like it was putting up for 3. This one's for Gizar. Off the back iron, rebound out to Perez. Here's Araya for 3 off the top of the key. Again, off the back iron. No good.
A couple wide open shots here for the Eagles. They're going to have to get those to fall if they want to stay in this game. Only down 4 points right now, but those wide open shots have to fall.
He is the team's top three-point shooter, but unable to get this three-point attempts to fall. In fact, leads the Mountain Valley League in threes made at 3.5 per game. Here's Araya again. 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. There's Piters. Nice dump off, no good. Rebound to Faith Christian, and Araya's going to get called a whistle for the foul. The reach-in, not a smart foul there, as Justin Glenn really wasn't looking to do anything with the ball. So Araya, that's going to be big. Jacob Araya picks up his third personal here, Jason, and that's going to be big down the line. I mean, that's your leading scorer, your leading shot maker, and your primary ball handler for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be big. We've seen that in the girls' Division VI championship, that their leading scorer ended up fouling out. So obviously that proved big in that game. Let's see if this happens here again in the boys' championship.
So Justin Glenn able to sink the front end of his 2 free throws. Let's see what he does with this one. Rainbow shot. Rims in and around before he finally finds the bottom of the net, as Faith Christian takes a 26-20 lead, just under 4.5 in the second quarter. There's Perez. Gets a pick there. Guizar at the top. Drives left. There's De La Fuente. Need to get his shots to fall. Rebound goes out of bounds. We'll go back to Faith Christian, and it seems to me if Stockton Christian's going to continue to stay within this game, Cristiano De La Fuente, the team's Stockton Christian's second leading scorer, is going to have to get some shots to fall here.
I definitely agree.
As Deep Body gets a deep 2 to drop, and now extends the lead out to 8, 28-20, 3:51 to go here in the second quarter. Piters are they're not going to count the shot here by Cameron Piter. He's going to put him at the line, though, in the bonus situation. So Cameron Piters will go to the line, shooting 1-on-1. This is his third trip to the free throw line this evening, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, these Eagles have gotten a couple nice interior passes there to Piters, and he's been doing pretty well at finishing, but unfortunately on that one he wasn't able to, and he missed his first free throw in a 1-on-1 situation. So it's going to be Atkins now with the ball driving the lane. He's going to go up, and that's going to be an and one. What a play by Micah Atkins.
Yeah, Micah Atkins just forcing the situation, getting the defense on its heels. And if you're Stockton Christian here, Jason, I mean, you got to take advantage of these free throw opportunities.
I definitely agree, as Atkins has been to the line a few times now, and I don't know if he's made a single one.
No, he has not. He's 0 for 5 there on free throw opportunities, but
thank God for Drew LeBlanc. He got the offensive rebound, put it right back up, and they ended up turning a 3-point possibility play into 4.
3.5 to go here in the first half. Stockton Christian trailing 31-20 as Glenn finds Body. Skip pass over to Sullivan. There is LeBlanc on the wing, will drive. And I imagine if you're Coach Araya, you're going to be sitting Jacob here for the rest of the half, which not going to be good if Stockton Christian wants to get back into this one, as Faith Christian just continues to push the lead up to now 14.
Yeah, this Faith Christian offense is working on all cylinders right now. These Eagles got to slow it down, try to just focus and get some baskets here, as that's going to be a steal.
Yeah, Micah Atkins just really picking up the intensity here in the second quarter, as Ronald Perez going to get whistled for the foul. And with a ninth team foul here for the Stockton Christian Eagles, that'll get Micah Atkins shooting 1-on-1. But before that, Coach Araya is going to go ahead and take a full timeout here for the Stockton Christian Eagles. We'll do the same right here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
2:46 remaining in the first half. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports. PlayOutSports.com. We're at Galt High School in Galt, California. The Division VI Boys Championship Final between the Stockton Christian Eagles, the number 3 seed, coming into these playoffs against the top-seeded Faith Christian Lions out of Yuba City. Faith Christian finished first in the Sacramento Metro League. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that this is Faith Christian's first league banner, first league win since the 92-93 season. That's 20 years ago. As Micah Atkins draws front iron, has yet to hit a free throw tonight. That is 0 for 6. But as long as he can get his team, he's the leading scorer here for the Lions here tonight. As long as he can continue to make buckets, though, that's all that matters.
I definitely agree, but he's at 9 right now. He could be at 15 from if he would hit all of his free throws.
Here's Gizar. Gizar gets losing his footing out to De La Fuente. De La Fuente runner in the lane, falls short. It's going to rebound out to Faith Christian.
Yeah, these Eagles are just looking for any opportunity they can, and unfortunately the Lions defense is proving too much, and the Eagles aren't having too many opportunities to put it in there, and it's proving here with these Lions up 34-20 with a deep 3 by Body.
Yeah,
there.
Deep 3 there by Body. There's Perez, 3 of his own, no good. Rebound out to Atkins, and Sullivan pushing the pace. There's gets blocked at the top. LeBlanc, by Piders. And I got a roar for the crowd. And let's see if the defense here can hold for the Eagles. Glenn's going to have to get it down quick. There's LeBlanc. Short 5-footer is good. 16-point lead now here for the Lions. 1:42 to go in this first half.
That's not an extraordinary shot, but that's exactly what you want from LeBlanc on an inbound pass. He just puts it up from short distance and puts 2 more points on that board.
Got a lot of active hands here by the Lions, forces the Eagles into a turnover as Alex Murphy comes out a little frustrated, but gonna need to keep his composure here.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate call for the Eagles as they get called for the travel.
There's Glenn inside of LeBlanc.
Nice pass.
Finds a nice interior pass, as you said. Body going back door there and found him down on LeBlanc. 38-20, Faith Christian. 1:08 to go here in the first half. There's Perez, and really things have gotten really out of,
it seems like
the game is getting out of hand here for the Eagles, and it all coincides with when Jacob Araya picked up his 3rd foul here. Jason?
Yeah, I definitely agree, as that was a nice pass by Atkins. Rebound by Piders.
Yeah, no, but I mean, Araya has not seemed to have control here of the team as Perez finally drops a shot here for the Eagles. Nice move there to keep the ball with that, not going over the timeline there by Atkins. Nice crossover again.
Yeah, there's a lot of wonderful passing here by the Faith Christian Lions. The Eagles trying to drive it up.
De La Fuente forcing one in there to Piders, almost turning it over, but Faith Christian going to get whistled for the foul, and it'll put Piders back at the line.
Yeah, just like you were saying, Coach Araya has got to be upset that his son, Jacob Araya, is already sitting on the bench here the first half with 3 fouls. So to have your leading scorer on the bench in the first half is definitely something that's going to be hard to overcome, as Piders misses his first shot on the 1-and-1.
Coach Araya looking for some pressure here from his squad. There's Sullivan, 6 seconds on the clock. 4, gonna try to get a shot off here before the end of the quarter. Takes it before time expires, and they're gonna blow the whistle as Drew LeBlanc walks away. Justin Glenn walks away, sinks the final shot of the half to give Faith Christian a 40-23 lead. Folks, we're gonna go ahead and take the timeout here. It's halftime at the Division VI Sac-Joaquin section boys final with Faith Christian leading Stockton Christian 40-23 on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing, and as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple of yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game.
Welcome back, folks, to your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com, and the Division 6 Sac-Joaquin Section Boys Championship between the Stockton Christian Eagles and the Faith Christian Lions. Right now, Faith Christian with a 40-23 lead. And Jason, as we go ahead and we're discussing, want to go ahead and give us your scoring totals here for Faith Christian.
Well, we have the scoring leaders. For Stockton Christian Eagles, we have Cameron Piters at 11 points, and for the Faith Christian Lions, we have Deep Body with 11 points as well. So, but a lot of scoring on the Faith Christian side. We have 5 kids that have all scored, and only 3 kids that have scored for the Stockton Christian Eagles. And unfortunately for the Eagles, one of those 3 kids is their star, Jacob Araya, with already 3 fouls in the first half.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, you got some good balanced scoring here from Faith Christian. Pretty much everybody that's gotten into the ball game has at least put up 2, but Stockton Christian needs to find some scoring. So, if you're Coach, let's take a look at Coach Araya's squad. If you're Coach Araya, you got Jacob here in foul trouble. How do you talk to him? What do you do to make sure he's not getting himself into foul trouble, especially early on here, starting the 4th quarter?
Well, unfortunately,
3rd quarter. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, like me and you were talking about here at halftime, is Jacob. He likes to play very aggressive, so he's going to have to slow it down, play smart basketball. Don't give up any unneeded fouls, as he's only got 2 to give, and he's out. So he's got 2 whole quarters to give, and he does not want to see any one of those fouls given in any one of those quarters.
He's got a couple of fouls where he's just they're just the silly reach-in fouls. When you're reaching in the back court, you think you got an angle on the ball, you want to take advantage of your player, but those have really come back and hurt them. So if Jacob Araya is limited, where do you go for your offense here if you're Stockton Christian?
Well, what has seemed to work is the interior passing to Cameron Peters, as he's holding down that paint nicely. If they can get the interior passing, he's tall enough. He's tall enough to just go ahead and score. He's already got, like I said, 11 points, being their score leader. So as long as they can keep giving him those passes, he could probably continue to put up more points.
You're a Faith Christian. You got a 17-point lead. What do you need to do to continue?
Exactly what you did in the first half. Just keep scoring, keep passing the ball nicely. I would let Micah Atkins keep driving that lane as he's doing nicely on that. Get him going at the line, and these kids are unstoppable.
Well, great job there, Jason, for getting us set and breaking down the first half. Getting set right now to get set for the second half. As the same 5 for Stockton Christian take the floor. That's Jacob Araya, Jonathan Ayala, Alex Murphy, Cameron Piters, and Cristiano De La Fuente. looking over at Faith Christian as they inbound the ball. They start with the tip. They won the tip. I'm sorry. No, they will be inbounding here. They are also starting their same 5. Jordan Sullivan, Drew LeBlanc, Justin Glenn, Micah Atkins, and Deep Body. So just a 2-1-2 zone set up here for Stockton Christian, and seeing if they can force Faith Christian to just shoot from the outside, Jason. As Cristiano De La Fuente gets up on the board, and Cristiano De La Fuente has to continue. He's finally into double digits there, scoring.
That's exactly what these Eagles want to do. Is they want to start driving. They want get this fast-paced action. They want to start controlling the tempo. As that is a beautiful shot there by Jacob Araya.
You said it. Just a nice step-back jumper there. Had his foot on the line, so it was only a 2. But down 13, 40-27.
Yeah, this is exactly what they want. Fast-paced action. Keep that ball moving. They want to control the tempo, like I said, of this game. As Faith Christian likes to slow it down. Here's Atkins.
Well, it looked like Atkins looked like he set up. He wanted to dunk that one. Lays it in, rims in and around. And so Faith Christian, Deep Body's coming up with the rebound. Another rebound there by Body. Body been doing a good job here on the glass here for the Lions.
Yeah, definitely. He's been getting a few rebounds.
Araya is going to have to get going here for the Eagles. He has only got 6 points here tonight. That's a guy coming from a guy who averages 23 points a game on the year. A nice drive there by Sullivan, but unable to get anything going. De La Fuente pushing it. But they need to convert these shots here, Jason.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate right there as De La Fuente is looking to keep that fast pace going and get some extra points on the fast break, and he was unable to get that layup. But again, these Eagles looking a whole lot better to start this second half. They're outscoring 4-0 right now.
Let's keep it right there. Coach Doherty taking a timeout here for his Faith Christian Lions. Looks like he wants to kind of get his team to slow it down, control the pace, and not play at the pace here for the Eagles. What do you think Coach Araya was telling his team there in the locker room at the half?
I'm thinking that he was telling them that they need to play their own game. The whole first half they were playing Faith Christian's game. They need to go ahead and start playing the Stockton Christian Eagles game. And so far it looks like that's going to be a lot of fast breaks, trying to catch a defensive rebound and catch these Lions off guard on the transition defense.
Well, able to cut the lead from 17 down to 13.
Yeah, they're on a 4-0 run here to start the second half.
Good opening here for the Eagles. Let's see whether this timeout here from Coach Doherty really doing its service. Atkins is the Lions just feeding around the center, the perimeter. His Body, nice entry pass to Body as Peter slow to react. So Body.
Solid passing by the Faith Christian offense as they're looking for that open opportunity, and they found it on the inside with Body.
Body picks up the Lions' first 2 points of the half. 5:26 to go in the third quarter as a 3 way off there by De La Fuente. Peters unable to get it to fall, and the Lions control.
That's definitely unfortunate as Peters is coming down with a ton of rebounds, and he's just unable to put a few of these back up. As Body with a beautiful three-pointer from the outside.
That's the second 3 of the night there for Deep Body, and as long as Stockton Christian continues to play this zone, they're going to force Faith Christian to the outside. Faith Christian just continue to knock down those jumpers, and they should be all right. But turnover here for the Eagles, not good here for Stockton Christian.
Yeah, that was just a bad pass there by Jonathan Ayala. He was just unable to find his teammate down there on the inner part of the paint. Another turnover for the Eagles.
Yeah, off the hands there of Alex Murphy. Another three-point attempt, and Lions starting to drain them threes from all around. That time, Drew LeBlanc gives a 21-point lead there for the Lions. And just like that, Jason, it was a 13-point lead at the timeout there, and a good timeout for Coach Doherty of the Lions.
I was going to say when that happened that was a solid timeout by Doherty as it slowed down his team, and that's exactly what he wanted to do, and it is working.
You can hear the fans not happy with that call there as Cristiano De La Fuente checks out, replaced in the game by Ronald Perez. Here's Glenn, feeds inside a body, just some good interior passing here by the Lions, as you have said time and again, Jason.
Yeah, that passing is crisp from the Lions. You can tell that they've been playing together for a while as their teamwork is just out there. It's fluent as we're going to have an air ball. Nice pass.
Raya missing from the 3. Another air ball short by Jonathan Ayala. But, you were talking about, it seems that this Lions team has played for a while. Coach Doherty telling the Appeal Democrat up there in Marysville, Yuba City area, that, this program has been building. This is the culmination of 3 years of growth. This is Coach Doherty's 3rd year at the helm. And this is a culmination of 3 years of growth. This team has been together for some time. And even though despite they've got Micah Atkins, the only returning starter for the Lions, it's obvious to see how much and how far this team has been building for.
Yeah, it's definitely showing as they're out there looking crisp on all sides of the ball. They are rolling nicely. Coming up on it, they are up 23 points right now. As another rebound by Body. Body has just been all over these defensive and offensive rebounds. He is crashing those boards hard, and it is proving nicely for these Lions.
Yeah, Raya unable to sink a 3 here tonight so far. As Justin Glenn continues to light it up from the outside. Again, Justin Glenn, the sharp shooter, coming in, averaging 16 points, 5 boards per game. But showing... Now, he was one of the players. He was only a junior, but he was a late season call-up last year for Coach Doherty's club and really relied on that experience in the playoffs last year for the Lions. Mariah, it's his first time at the line tonight, able to sink his first. Cut the lead, 52-28, 2:34 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Gets both free throws to fall. Jacob Araya, 62% free throw shooter. Shooting 40% from threes, but unable to sink a 3 here tonight so far. Micah Atkins really attacking the hole, and Piter's unable to come down with the rebound. And that's the situation here. It seems that the Eagles, the Lions have the Eagles scrambling and do not have players in position to come down with the rebound. And that's why it just seems that the Lions seem to be quicker to the ball than the Eagles.
No, I definitely agree on that one. It just seems like the Eagles are in the wrong place at the wrong time anytime they're looking for a rebound. And there's just so many white jerseys all over the ball anytime. They're crashing the boards nicely. And it is proving with the scoreboard right now.
This is the first foul of the second half for the Eagles. That foul went against Israel Gizar, his second of the evening. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jacob Araya looking to get something started. Front iron of that 3-point attempt. And Body with the rebound as the Lions come out looking to extend this lead. There's Body now using that body using the body on Cameron Peters to shield that shot attempt, and Body having himself a nice game here, Jason.
Yeah, definitely. He's already at 10, 16. He's already at 20 points.
A minute 27 to go here as Faith Christian coming up with the turnover. Faith Christian with a 56-29 lead, 1:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And now here, if you're Stockton Christian, you just want to try to stem the tide.
Yeah, I agree. They need to start a little bit of a run here. They need to play some defense, get some rebounds, and go on a little bit of a run as they are down by quite a bit here. They're down 17 points. Or excuse me, 27 points. I think that's right. Yeah, 27.
It is 27. Israel Gizar picking up his third foul of the evening. That'll put Justin Glenn at the line shooting 2. Crowd seemed to have somewhat simmered down here, all the excitement to start the game.
It's been an exciting third quarter, though,
yeah,
definitely.
Kind of just goes to show the way the game has gone here for Stockton Christian. Stockton Christian only goes 9 deep on their roster, but you know these sure shooters by Stockton Christian just cannot find the bottom of the net there. Araya not having a good shooting night, as well as De La Fuente. Those are your 2 top scorers there for the Eagles. Araya probably forcing that. 35.8 seconds to go here as De La Fuente is going to go and inbound this into Araya. 58-29 the score here. 30 seconds to go. Here is Araya. Gets hurt, smacked, and hurt his hip there. Looks to me to hurt his hip. Foul's going to go against Micah Atkins, and looked to me that when he tried to make that turn, hip just did not go there, Jason.
Yeah, that was, I'm surprised that one wasn't even a flagrant as he got hit hard on that one. He got all body, no ball.
So Jacob Araya able to come up with that.
You can see the frustration starting to mount there for Araya as he's starting to get a little bit angry that his team is down so much here in this second half.
You know, it's that competitive nature in people, you know, when things kind of start to, you know, feel like they get out of hand, you know, you're just getting frustrated. And, you know, you need to get your head level in the game as Coach Miguel Araya picks up a technical. Unhappy with the foul against Araya, looking for, as you said, you know, perhaps a flagrant on that. Now, I understand, you know, it looked to me it was a reach-in call on Micah Atkins. Micah Atkins had gotten body, but it was a step that Araya was trying to take, at least from my perspective. Araya was trying to take, he was trying to cut. The leg just planted, and his hip gave out on him. And so obviously, I mean, that's going to cause some pain. The score, you know, kind of goes into the frustration is now, you know, looking at a 29-point deficit. A second shot here by Sullivan, trying to give Faith Christian a 30-point lead, unable to go.
Still, 29-point lead is a solid lead here with only 28 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Coach Araya had been looking for a timeout, unhappy that he didn't get the timeout call. Here's Peters. Fighters with the hard foul there on body. 18.1 seconds in. The whistle, the crowd, you can really see here, really affected here. It's gotten very quiet here in this gym compared to the last ball game.
Yeah, it's the whole tempo of everything has calmed down a little bit.
Well, there's a Faith Christian student body chanting body. For Deep Body at the line, shooting 2, Six's first one. Deep Body really showing up to be the hero of this game here for the Faith Christian Lions.
10, 15, yeah, 21 points.
Second one finds the back of the iron. Here's De La Fuente with the rebound, and Araya controlling. Faith kind of facing up on a matchup zone, and Arias, time winding down, trying to get that last shot off, but unable to make it happen as Body gives Faith Christian a 30-point lead at 59-29 going into the fourth quarter right here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Joey Gonzalez back here on your destination for our high school sports, playonsports.com, alongside Jason Patterson. It's a Division VI Sac-Joaquin Section Boys Championship between the Stockton Christian Eagles and the Faith Christian Lions. Faith Christian right now at a 30-point lead, 59-29, and it has been like a relatively clean game here in the second half so far, Jason, but Stockton Christian, Jacob Araya has not picked up any other new fouls here in this half, but has not been able to find the bottom of the net.
Well, the first quarter, it was a very close game. It was 15-16 in favor of Faith Christian Lions, and ever since then, the Faith Christian outscored 24-8 in the second quarter, and then the Faith Christian outscored Stockton Christian 19-6 in the third quarter. So,
and they're doing it, with a lot of interior passing and just some cold shooting, outside shooting from Stockton Christian. So what is Stockton Christian now? 8 minutes to go. What are you doing here if you're Stockton Christian, just to continue to try to stay in the game?
Just don't give up any unneeded turnovers. Everything you're doing is absolutely right at this moment. Just don't beat yourself. Don't give it up to them. Just keep playing your game.
Deep pass there intended for Joseph Ayala. Ayala able to come up with it, but could not get the pass up ahead.
He's going to get called for the carrying.
They call it a double dribble.
Oh, double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble there on Ayala. So Sullivan over to Glenn. Glenn, nice reverse lane around Piters, and it seems to be that they really seem to, despite the size of Cameron Piters here, Jason, that Faith Christian has been able to score inside easily. There's Sullivan, and De La Fuente able to drop in a deuce there. Jesse Glenn for three. Rebound Body, just a rebounding machine tonight. Gonna get a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Faith Christian. So Body just doing all kinds of work here tonight for the Lions.
Yeah, he's all around the court. He's the scoring leader. He's doing good. Anytime he's touching the ball, he is dangerous to get points or look for him to get an assist as well.
Justin Glenn with the quick up, no good. There's Sullivan. Can't get anything to fall.
Look
and
at
Atkins,
offense.
yeah, the nice tip in by Atkins. Piters unable to come down with the rebound as lead goes to 63-31, 6:48 to go here in the ballgame.
Yeah, Piters is listed here at 6'3", and unfortunately for him, he is the only one as the Eagles is down there trying to get rebounds, and he's trying to fight off three different players in white jerseys, and unfortunately he's not able to do it. As Micah Atkins gets down there and takes a hard foul, he's going to take himself to the line for the and one opportunity.
Well, you can tell it was just a nice two-man game there between Glenn and Atkins. You know, they two really play well off of each other, and Atkins looking to finish a senior season. That one falls for Micah Atkins, and you'd say, looking at Micah Atkins' game tonight, that would probably be the only glaring, I don't want to call it a mistake, but the only glaring
It's definitely
mishap
something
there.
that he can pick up on come practice, is work on those free throws. As I know, anybody who does any basketball, free throws is something that you practice a lot. And Atkins just unfortunately has only hit one so far from his 7 trips to the line, or 7 attempts at the line.
De La Fuente with the rebound. Araya looking for three, unable to get it to go. There's De La Fuente set up for three. It's off. It comes out to Atkins. Atkins going to slow things down here for the Lions.
We got 6 minutes remaining here in this game. So that's exactly what the Lions want to do. Slow it down, take up all the seconds on the shot clock.
Give it up here to Stockton Christian. Stockton Christian continues to play hard, not making anything easy here for Faith Christian. As Piter's going up for the rebound. I believe this call is going to go against Atkins.
Yeah, it definitely shows the heart out here for the Eagles. Down so many points, down 34 points or 35 points right now. And still just playing hard, playing like it's a 2-point ball game. So definitely hats off to the Stockton Christian Eagles, as they are not here to just roll over and die and give this one up.
Checking into the ball game here for the Eagles is number 23, Ronald Perez, and number 12, Jonathan Ayala. As De La Fuente gets blocked at the top by Glenn and gets his ball back. Shot clock had reset. There's Piters unable to get the rebound to go. And comes down with the ball. Possession arrow stays. Jump ball call, but possession arrow stays Stockton Christian.
That's a nice little offensive/defensive turnaround there for the Eagles on that last play.
Yeah, you can see the hustle continue to go here for the Eagles. Fall away jumper no good for Araya. And Araya just has had a tough shooting night here for Jacob Araya. Jacob Araya coming into tonight's game, generally coming into tonight's game, had shot 86, 146 for 363.
I really want to point out the hustle from Cristiano De La Fuente. As he's driving right there, he gets a steal. He's going to take it all the way. It's Cristiano De La Fuente. He has been just nonstop moving. He's out there playing full court pressure all by himself. He is hustling. He's starting to breathe a little bit extra harder there. He's nonstop hustling for his team. Down still 33 points, yet he is not quitting. As he makes a nice block, he's playing solid defense, solid offense, as he takes a second back there to get a breather.
There's Araya. Ayala setting. There's De La Fuente coming in out of the picture. Well, this is his senior year. He wants to finish strong despite the score. 4:43 to go here in the ball game. Eagles down 56-33.
Yeah, Cristiano De La Fuente, the lone senior on the team for the Stockton Christian Eagles. And he's out there showing his age, and he's proven that he's not going to give up despite the scoreboard. As deep from the corner, he's going to miss one.
There's Ayala and Perez coming down. Perez up to Araya.
Nice pass to Peters.
Yeah, Piters.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was the first shot attempt from outside the key there for Cameron Piters tonight. It's Justin Glenn trying to draw a foul there on Perez. There's Atkins with his three.
That was a rainbow shot. As we're coming up to about 4 minutes left here in this game.
Nice move there by Glenn around Piters.
And between Justin Glenn and Deep Body, these two kids together are just a scoring machine for this Faith Christian Lions.
Ayala unable to get anything to go. Body picking up the foul, so Ayala will get to the line to shoot two. Ayala coming into the game, a 75% free throw shooter, the second best free throw shooter here for the Eagles. Nice stroke, gets those knees down.
So
shoots from the
Sorry,
chest.
between Deep Body and Justin Glenn, they have scored 39 points together for their team.
Gets it back in the iron, but there's Biters with the rebound and putback. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, cannot get it to fall. And that's been the story of the night here, Jason, is that the Eagles have had shot attempts, but just have not been able to find the bottom of the net, while the Lions have been shooting tremendous.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that statement. These Eagles have had a lot of shots in and out of the hoop, playing off the iron, just not getting ones to fall, just like that shot there. And he is going to get one and one attempt.
Yeah, but the left-handed lay-in isn't the easiest shot to get, but good to see Cameron Piters stay on it. And so he will get the foul and get an opportunity here for the free throw line. 3:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Eagles trailing the Lions 68-37, I'm sorry. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson from Galt High School in Galt, California. Brian Hassler producing tonight. Tim King on the video. as we got a whistle here. Foul's gonna be on the floor, so they'll be shooting 1 and 1 as Faith Christian enters the bonus. So LeBlanc at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Rebound to Atkins. And Atkins gonna get whistled there. Gonna get a jump ball there as Faith Christian maintains possession. Body, nice move. Gets blocked by Piders and still has the Stockton Christian faithful excited as Jordan Sullivan will be checking out of the ball game. His night is finished as Austin Cooper checks into the game now. Looks like Coach Doherty is going to go ahead and start emptying the bench here, Jason.
It's definitely a solid idea as you have a good handle on this game with only 3 minutes remaining. So why not sit some of your starters, get some of these other kids out there to get a little bit of experience in a championship game.
There's Atkins. Atkins drives the lane. Rebounds comes back out to him. Almost forcing the shot there. And we got to get a foul. This one's going to go against. Looks to go against Perez, Ronald Perez. So we'll put Micah Atkins at the line shooting 1 and 1 as Coach Doherty. There's Atkins gets a second free throw to fall tonight. Coach Doherty continues to empty his bench. Craig Andrus, a 5'10 junior, checks in as the night is done for Drew LeBlanc. A good game there for LeBlanc. Finishing the night there with 7 points, but came up big defensively and on the boards as well. There's Perez from deep from 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound to Tristan. Gabriel Tristan had also checked into the ball game there for Stockton Christian. It's Cameron Piders. Shot attempt. Gets fouled there by Micah Atkins. 2:17 to go here in the ball game. Lions leading 69-37. As you can see, the Faith Christian student body getting set.
Yeah, this has been a blowout here tonight.
Bider's able to sink his first. Second one comes out to Body. And if I'm not mistaken, I would think that the Faith Christian fans are over there. The shot attempt blocked there. Faith Christian fans are setting up for possibly to storm the court there. Should also mention that checking in for the ball game for Faith Christian is number 12, Drew Tolinar. A 5'10 junior guard. So looking forward here, though. Jason. Let's take a look at the rosters. Stockton Christian is only going to lose Cristiano De La Fuente. The rest of their team is stacked with sophomores and and freshmen outside of Ronald Perez.
Yeah, only one junior. So, yeah, next year they only have one senior returning to their team. So they are a young team. So if they can make it all the way to the finals, that's definitely a solid showing. As we're going to probably see these Stockton Christian Eagles in a few championship games for years to come. As you said, they are a young team, sporting only one junior and one senior.
Well, a big round of applause here as Cristiano De La Fuente comes off the floor. Finishing his career here. Actually, well, they're going to continue for the regionals, but a great career here a great season here for the Eagles. Nice move there by Israel Gizar, who had recently checked into the ball game. Also checking in is number 20, Joseph Ayala. On that last whistle in here for Faith Christian, number 2, Skylar Zong. So Micah Atkins, the lone starter here on the court, as he gets his big standing ovation from the Faith Christian faithful. Ethan Benedict checks in for Micah Atkins, and a good all-around effort here by both squads tonight. 1:30 to go as Gizar is able to sink the second of 2 free throws. Piders blocking that shot attempt by Cooper.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the Stockton Christian Eagles. I thought they had an opportunity to possibly be in this. Like I said, they were only down 1 point at the end of the first quarter, and then ever since then, it has just been these Faith Christian Lions just nonstop moving, keeping that athleticism, and just constantly scoring.
Coming out of halftime though, Stockton Christian had cut a 17-point lead down to 13, and Coach Doherty had called what now appears to be just the perfect timeout there to settle his Faith Christian Lions squad down. And, maybe call it a stroke of genius, but really knew when to slow things down for his ball team.
I definitely agree. That timeout was huge. That was nice transition offense there by the Eagles.
Yeah, Coach Doherty trying to get a timeout so he can get the rest, some of these other ball players into the game. 47.7 seconds on the clock. Faith Christian gonna take this one. They're leading 69-41.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Thanks a lot, Jason. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson here from Galt High School as we are wrapping up here. 47.7 seconds. The Division VI Boys Sac-Joaquin Section Championship. Got a slew of new Lions into the ball game. See if I can get you all their names here. Number 5, Ethan Benedict. He was in there earlier. Number 15, Gun Lee. Number 45, Bailey Carter, a sophomore. Number 33, Travis Dodds, a senior. And there was one more, I believe, I thought I had seen. And as soon as I get that down, it is, no, I believe that is everybody. No, number 42, Morgan Sullivan, the other sophomore here for the Lions. So we got all their names called as time continues to go down here for the Lions. And if this falls, I'll tell you, one thing that's always exciting for a bench player here, Jason, is if he can score, let alone score in a championship game, as the basket is good there for Gizar. They need to clear the timeline.
Just 12 seconds remaining.
Here's Ayala. Ayala finds Tristan. And Gizar gonna work. Deep three as time expires. And Faith Christian comes away as your Division VI Boys Sac-Joaquin Section Champion. They beat Stockton Christian 69-43 to win the school's first ever Sac-Joaquin Section title. And Jason, what a show of dominance here by the Faith Christian Lions.
Yeah, most definitely. These Lions throughout the entire game were just nonstop working, and it is proven as they win this game by a solid margin of victory here. And they're going to take home their first school's championship.
We're going to go ahead and step away for a moment, folks, but make sure you keep it tuned right here. We're coming back with your player of the game interview right here on PlayOnSports.com. Again, the Faith Christian Lions defeat the Stockton Christian Eagles 69-43 to win their first ever Sac-Joaquin Section Division VI Boys Championship.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now. Just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free for play. Eichhorst on his own. Shoots and scores. Bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Imperial, on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up to Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchon in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
To the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hillmore, and S.
Welcome back, folks, here to PlayOnSports.com. It's a PlayOnSports.com post-game show here from Galt High School in Galt, California, the Division VI Boys Sac-Joaquin Section Championship Final between the Faith Christian Lions, and the Stockton Christian Eagles. Faith Christian coming away with the big finish, winning their first ever Sac-Joaquin Section Championship, 69-43. I'm joined right now by our player of the game, Deep Body. First off, Deep, I want to say, congratulations. You finished the night with 21 points. Congratulations, the school's first ever Sac-Joaquin section or any section championship. What's it feel like not only to bring home a championship for your squad, but to be part of the first team ever to do that?
Well, since day one, we've thought that we could do this, and just yesterday even, we sat in the same spot that we sat day one, and the coach just said the same exact thing that he said day one, and he said that he believed in us from day one and that we could do it, and it just feels nice that we had his back in this game, and we showed that we could do it, and we won this first section.
Strong, impressive showing here. A very experienced ball club. Talk about the experience that your team has and how that helped you throughout the year.
Well, I think more than half the team has been playing with our same coach for all their high school career, so it's been kind of like a chemistry thing building up to this game, and I think it just showed how comfortable we were with each other and with the coach on the court.
Right. Well, so the game started close. It was only 16-15, a lead from you guys, 16-15 early in the first, after the first quarter. And then, obviously you guys went on a big, strong run.
Yeah.
In fact, you outscored Stockton Christian 24-8 in that second quarter. What was the difference between the two quarters?
I think just motivation. Coach just re-instilled in us that he believes that we can do it, and we just had to take that to heart and go for it. And I noticed that it was 18-18, and at the end when they took a timeout, it was 34-20.
Right.
So that was pretty impressive, and it just showed that we could do it. And coach is believing in us, and we believe in him.
Now you guys come out, you finish with you got a 17-point lead at halftime. You come back in to start off the second half. There's 4 straight points for Stockton Christian opens on a 4-0 run to cut the lead to 13. Then Coach Doherty calls a timeout. What happens in that timeout? Can you take us?
He knows that we're better than this. When we went into halftime, and we just said that we got to keep that fire going and keep it the same throughout the whole game. And at the end of halftime, when they did that, he just brought us back in and showed us that we did it already, so why can't we do it again? And then that's how we opened out after the timeout.
Strong, impressive showing by all of you guys. You really hit the boards well, played some strong defense, and were really able to get some shots inside of their big, tall guy, Cameron Piders. Talk about the passing within your team and able to get shots inside over Piders.
That was definitely one of the challenges. We talked about, I think averages more than 15 rebounds a game. So that was one of the challenges that we had to address during this game, and I think we did really well. I think he got some rebounds, but one of our main goals was to go right at him and get him in some foul trouble, and I think we did that pretty well.
Well, you guys did an awesome job tonight. Congratulations,
Thank
winning
you.
the school's first section championship. Long trip home. Are you doing anything special to celebrate tonight?
As far as I know, we're just going out to eat.
All right. Anything special in particular?
I'm not sure yet.
All right.
Maybe it's a surprise party or something.
Well, there you go.
We'll
Hopefully it tastes good. So congratulations, Deep Body, our Play on Sports player of the game here tonight, as his Faith Christian Lions defeat the Stockton Christian Eagles to win the Division 6 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship banner, their school's first ever championship banner. Congratulations there, Deep. We're going to go ahead and take a break now. Make sure you keep it tuned right here, though. We'll have more post-game wrap-up here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown!
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, folks, here to your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. It's a playonsports.com post-game show here from Galt High School in Galt, California, and the Division 6 Boys Sac-Joaquin Section Championship, where the Faith Christian Lions won their first ever Sac-Joaquin Section Championship, defeating the Stockton Christian Eagles 69-43. I'm Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson. Jason, an impressive showing here by Faith Christian tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. Just like you said, the game started out fairly close. Faith Christian was only up 1 point after the first quarter, and then after that they just started taking the lead. As the second quarter, they had the biggest deficit, or the biggest score difference, scoring 24 points to Stockton Christian's 8 points. So, and then the third quarter they turned it on yet again, scoring 19 to Stockton Christian's 6. So they kept Stockton Christian Christian under the double-digit mark in 2 quarters in a row, and they were able to post up 24 and 19 in both of those quarters. So that's exactly what you want out of a team that's trying to take home their first championship.
It was in that second quarter when Stockton Christian's Jacob Araya found himself in foul trouble. He's their leading scorer, so playing that second half, most of the entire quarter without your leading scorer was really tough on the Eagles.
Well, yeah, just like you said, not only is he your leading scorer, but he's also your point guard. So he's also the guy that moves the ball around. He's making your plays. He's setting them all up. And without him out on the court, you're down a huge hole in your offense and not only your defense and the heart on your team as well. So that was 3 things that they had to try to overcome were the Eagles. And unfortunately for them, these Lions were here to play tonight, and the Eagles were just unable to overcome that deficit.
And talking to Deep Body, he had told me that he understood and he knew, despite that tie, when it was early in the second quarter, that 18-18 tie early in the second quarter, he knew, and in talking with Coach Doherty, they knew that they were better than that they used that for motivation. Just the tremendous, effort that they used, not just in that second quarter, but the third quarter after that timeout was huge for that victory.
Yeah, just like you said, that timeout was key, as it looked like Stockton Christian was going to start making their way back in this. They started the game, the third quarter, I believe, on like a 6-0 run, and then comes that timeout, and next thing you know, these Lions are draining threes left and right. I believe they hit 3 threes in a row, somewhere around there, and they just started taking up a big lead, and they just did not look back from there, and they just kept driving. And the final score is 69-43, and just what a beating these Lions put on these Eagles.
Yeah, unfortunately, but both teams continue to go on to regionals, and we'll see how regionals shape up for both of those squads. But an impressive showing for Faith Christian. Stockton Christian, they still have something to build on. Christian De La Fuente is the only senior on this ball club, so They got some good, some players returning, including their leading scorer Jacob Araya, Araya, who's only a sophomore.
Right. Definitely, just like you said, they are a young team. We're going to be seeing a lot of them. One thing that, you've got to point out is they never let up. Despite being down 30 points, 33-plus points at one point, they never once let up. They kept playing hard. Cristiano De La Fuente, he just kept playing nonstop, getting a couple of nice steals. Like you said, the season's not over yet. I expect these Eagles to take this loss and take it on into the regionals, and I expect them to do pretty well in the regionals.
Well, an impressive showing tonight here by the Faith Christian Lions. A great win for them to win their first ever Sac-Joaquin section title. Any final thoughts, any final notes there from you, Jason?
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and point out, along with Body's 21 points, we had Justin Glenn with 18 points and Micah Adkins with 16 points. So obviously they spread the ball around nicely to the Faith Christian Lions, and those 3 kids alone just putting up solid numbers. So hats off to them, and hats off to the entire Faith Christian Lions.
Well, folks, I want to let you know that the excitement does not end here. We've got March Madness continuing starting tomorrow. It's the Division IV Sac-Joaquin Section Girls Championship between Brookside Christian and Capital Christian. That tips off at 4 o'clock tomorrow. It'll be myself and Jason Patterson on the call as well for that. Then we're also going to be taking 3. It'll be the first quadruple header there for tomorrow afternoon over at Sleep Train Arena. Then, of course, we continue on Saturday to wrap up the Sac-Joaquin Section Championships here in boys and girls basketball. So with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here as Faith Christian is your Division VI Sac-Joaquin Section boys champion. Want to thank my producer, Brian Hassler, our videographer, Tim King, Jason Patterson, my analyst. I'm Joey Gonzalez saying so long, folks, and thank you for watching us here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.